What's up, Richwoods? Mr. Robinson and
Mr. Hobin.
Here with a new segment. So we have gotten a lot of questions recently about a bunch of different topics that we're going to make little videos, very informative. We're going to get those out to you. And first things first, we're going to hit you with GPA. What is GPA? Well, that is grade point average. Okay, so how does that relate to you each and every day? Well, an A is a 4.0 for GPA. A B is a 3.0, a C is a 2.0, a D is a 1.0. We're not going to talk about anything other than that because we're all shooting for A's. So how does that relate to all school eligibility? We take your GPA, your average for your first 9 weeks, and we multiply that by 10. So what that does is the higher your GPA, the more tardies you can get, although we don't want tardies, we don't want absences, but it gives you a little bit of leeway and also sets you up for a lot of success outside of high school. And Mr. Hobin's going to talk about the next couple things.
So GPA for college, I've had personally a couple questions lately about my freshman and sophomore GPA wasn't the greatest. How high can I bring it senior year? And so I ran a couple numbers here, and the reality is by the end of your sophomore year, you've already taken half of the courses that you're going to take in high school. So speaking hypothetically, if you have a 1.5 GPA after your sophomore year, can you get to a 3.5? The answer is no, it's not possible. You obviously still want to do the best you can, but it's not going to come up that high. So why are we bringing that up? Because I've met with a lot of students who have not realized until senior year how important freshman, sophomore grades are. Your freshman year is huge. Got to take it seriously. Your GPA starts ticking from day one. Freshman, sophomore grades matter just as much. In fact, as most of my seniors can attest to, when you apply to college, the first thing that college is going to see are your freshman, sophomore, junior grades. Your senior grades haven't even been calculated yet because your GPA is only calculated at the end of the semester, which is something that takes me to another point, but something I don't know that a lot of people do know is that your quarter one grades or whatever, they do not affect your GPA. It is just your semester one and your semester two grades that calculate your GPA.
So just he said a couple things I want to capitalize on is we talk about this in our beginning of the year and then our semester grade level meetings. Is your GPA is just important your freshman first semester as it is your junior and senior year. And like Mr. Hobin mentioned, a lot of you students who are already junior or seniors, you already know where you're going to college. So when you apply to that college, they looked at your first 3 years or your first 3 years because we haven't had a semester posted yet for your senior year. So your freshman, sophomore, and junior year, each and every grade you earn is vital. That's that process we talk about. It's doing your best on every single assessment that you have on every project.
Your freshman year GPA is a 1.5. Sophomore, junior, and senior year, you have all A's, which is pretty difficult to do. Your end of high school GPA would still only be a 3.3 because of your freshman 1.5. So I found that kind of enlightening. It just kind of dictates that, you've got to take freshman year, sophomore year seriously, junior year seriously, senior year. Everything counts. Whatever the sport may be, boys, girls, if you have aspirations of playing college athletics, any level, there are eligibility requirements that you have to meet. NCAA Division I is a 2.3 GPA or higher.
That's between a B and a C, just for you out there real quickly.
So Division I, if you're below a 2.3, you're not even eligible. Can't go D1. D2 is a 2.2, so they're a little more lenient, but still a 2.2. If you are below a 2.2, it is going to be junior college. Nothing wrong with it. We're just kind of putting it out there that, look at your GPA, see where you're at, see what your aspirations are. And when you're applying to schools and talking about sports, be real with yourself. And if GPA is below a 2.2 and JUCO's the way you got to go, that's the way we got to go. Nothing wrong with that.
So you freshman kiddos out there right now who have aspirations of playing, participating in athletics, at the next level, we've got to get that GPA up right now as high as you possibly can. Shoot for all A's and B's. That's going to give you a really good GPA and a really good base to start with. And when you start with success your freshman year, it's just going to put you in a really good place for the rest of your high school career.
This thing I just want to leave with is the percent of colleges and universities that can recruit you based on your core GPA. Core GPA is a whole nother thing. Core GPA, NCAA core course GPA is their set of classes that they will take credit for. It will affect your GPA in the sense that you know your arts, your business classes, they don't take. So if you get a D in English, but a B in art, that B in art is not going to help your NCAA GPA because they won't take it.
So they're only classes that the NCAA will accept.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And we can post a list of those courses and what they require with this video. That way you guys can see them. But 4.0 GPA, 94% of schools can recruit you. 3.5 GPA, 72% of schools. 3.0 GPA, which is the high school average GPA across the country, only 51% of schools can look at you. So when you're looking at like a 2.9 to a 3.1 GPA, you've already eliminated a third of the colleges that can recruit you. You get down to a 2.5 GPA, we're down to only 21% of schools that can recruit you. And then a 2.0 GPA is 8% of schools that can recruit athletes at that GPA level.
That's a C. That's
Yep.
the average.
A C average will get you 8% of schools that will recruit you.
All right, guys, hope you found this informational. We're going to come at you with some more topics, probably a weekly topic. But I think to summarize all of this, GPA, grade point average, do your best every semester. The good news is that when you see this, we still have time left in this first semester to bring those grades up, so that's awesome. But every semester matters. Your freshman, sophomore year are really important for those of you who are looking at colleges your junior year, and just academic excellence. You know, we talk about fierce, the process, that's the P, and then excellence, that's E, and that's what we want. We're the standard of excellence. We want every student in this building to demonstrate the standard of excellence, especially with grades.
Absolutely. And as always, if you need anything, you know where to find us. We're more than willing to help with anything we can.
All right, guys, until next time.
Peace.